Hello and welcome to today's Business Value Insights. My name is Max Dinzer. I'm a pre-sales consultant with HSO, and today I would like to introduce you into rental management. Today I would like to welcome you to the last part of our video series, identifying the business value of the rental management. We have four main pillars, and the first pillar is visibility. So we want to enhance the insights that you have into your fleet. Understand what is the condition of my rental objects, how is my fleet currently operating, is it maintained, is it secure, is it in a good state? And next to that, we want you to be as agile as possible. Your users should have a native system that feels natural, that they can use from no matter what kind of device they are on. We can leverage the Power Platform for mobile, portal, web access and workforce automation. And last but not least, if you want to start a new business model, rental management can help you with its templated approach to quickly get that up and running. Next to that, we want to optimize your fleet, but also your workforce. Give them the tools that help them automate their tasks so they don't spend hours on creating rental contracts anymore. And last but not least, maximize the uptime of your fleet and reduce downtime capabilities. If we then have a look at the KPIs that rental management has shown to improve by our customers, we see that utilization is in general improved by 10%, asset uptime even up to 20%, and we can increase the rental revenue by 10 to 30%. Due to the workforce automation and the back-end automation, your workforce can create and offer quotes and contracts even faster, as well as we get faster to a billing cycle and allow you, if we talk about billing, to grow new multiple revenue streams, like for example new subscription models, offering new services, as well as creating your own new digital products. To achieve operational excellence in your rental supply chain, we have 5 main capabilities within ERP, and we have more capabilities around in the Microsoft ecosystem that help improve your rental business. Therefore, I always say seeing is believing, and let's jump right into these 5 capabilities. Let's start with the first one, availability insights. The rental industry is all about knowing where my equipment is. Is it available? Can I serve my customer? Yes or no? If I don't have it available, I want to maybe cross-rent it from a different vendor. I want to check a different legal entity of mine if they have it available, or I want to check the depot across the sea and see if they have it available. If that is not the case, then we need to know when the equipment gets available or where can I basically get it from. And therefore, our sophisticated availability insights in rental management can help you do that. So within that screen you're seeing right now, you can see our availability chart. And that is based on the date and time that you've set, as well as the filter settings that you set on top. Do I want to check intercompany availability just in my depot that I'm responsible for, maybe across multiple depots, and so on and so forth. We can set different filters, and this is now an example of a bulk availability view. In total, we have 5 availability checks within rental management. You can use the schedule board, you can use the quick check, you could use the bulk view that we have. There's many ways how we can identify if your equipment is available or not. And of course, from a graphical availability standpoint as well. So we can even track where the object is being shipped currently, what's its status, and we can even timestamp that and integrate that into IoT and telemetry. The second capability is financial and physical transaction of fixed assets. Of course, you want to understand what is the performance of a rental object. How good am I writing it off? How much money am I making it? The money basically follows the equipment. And therefore, we have insights for you that give you detailed capabilities and KPIs like my cost of rental, what has been the margin that I achieved, as well as we can place multiple objects next to each other so you can actually compare. And therefore, maybe based on availability, decide I'm going to rent out the one that hasn't utilized so well, and that allows me to improve my profits. Next to that, you also get insights into the usage of the equipment. So not only cost and revenue insights from a total perspective, but any service that is related to it can be seen via these KPIs as well. And you can define your own KPIs that we can track in this visualization. Next to that, you also see we have a from and to date time, so you can actually calculate the most important financial information in a certain time frame to see performance based on a time frame character. My personal favorite capability of rental management is the schedule board, because it gives you the best flexibility to plan your rental operations. With that being said, here you have a small and detailed look at the schedule board. What is important to understand, we can use this dashboard to plan human resources alongside machines. So you can rent out a driver for a crane, you can plan a technician, you can plan project activities, you can plan leave and absence, service tasks, work orders. No matter what kind of operation you have alongside the rental process, you can plan in this schedule board. Via dragging and dropping, you can allocate it to the human resources, and we can even plan and dispatch against capacity. So this allows you to reserve and to check the availability of your equipment as well. And last but not least, the dispatcher has a map by hand where he can basically see where my equipment is currently at and on which kind of contract it is. This gives you the best and most performant improvement to manage your rental fleet operations. Demand is rising, especially in the rental industry. It's important to be able to deliver on your promises, and our intelligent order management capabilities coming from standard Dynamics 365 are fully integrated into the rental contract. The rental contract itself allows you to manage the whole process flow based on the business process flow we've been presenting to you from a rental perspective, but it also allows you to manage all financial as well as physical transactions. In this picture you can see a simple example of how such a rental contract could look like and how we attach the weekly rental rate to a truck. Of course, the most important aspect is that you're the financial owner of your rental object. It's a fixed asset for you, so therefore you got to make sure that your equipment is always in a good condition. Your rental fleet needs to be maintained, and that's why the rental management comes with its own service and maintenance module. No matter if you fix equipment on-site at the customer, alongside the road, or in-house at your own depot. We can maintain and field service equipment, and we even have the capability of using a mobile application for technicians that they can use on a offline and online aspect, as well as they can use it on whatever kind of device they are working on. So a laptop, a phone, or maybe a tablet. I said rental management has 5 capabilities, but what is important to understand is that we can of course leverage the whole beauty of the Microsoft platform. So not only standard ERP and rental, but anything that is around it. So therefore think of the Power Platform as well as think about Azure IoT. There's multiple capabilities in that screen that you can basically see, from usage-driven billing, telemetry insights for service and maintenance, rapid prototyping of mobile applications, portals, web accesses, and many, many more. With the access to the Power Platform, you can also leverage Microsoft's Power BI, and that is making the application landscape really powerful. There's a famous quote of a former CEO of ABB that says, "If you knew what you know, you would be unbeatable." And I really love that quote because it basically shows the importance of data. You can have a lot of transactions, you can post thousands of rental orders, you can have 100,000 of assets in your fleet. Power BI enables you to visualize that data and put it into the right context, so you can act and operate on behalf of the data, as well as get a better understanding of what my rental operation is actually doing. And data is of course really powerful, but if you want to use and make the best out of data, you should turn it into actions. And that's where IoT comes into play. In here, you see a dashboard of Azure IoT that is connected to my rental contract in rental management. So in here, I'm going to get telemetry insights into a power generator. I can activate and deactivate the asset. Let's say the customer is not paying. We simply deactivate the generator and force him to pay. It also gives me telemetry insights into maintenance conditions, status of the object, so I can improve my maintenance schedule from that aspect. As well as I get telemetry readings, so I can check the consumption and the usage of my customer, and therefore charge or bill him by consumption, offering me a complete new business model. IoT offers a lot of capabilities for the rental space and can be seamlessly integrated into rental management. With that, we come to the end of the series, and therefore I would like to thank you for your time and attention. We hope you like this recording, and if you want to have a presentation of rental management, feel free to reach out on hso.com.